Hey, it's Paul with Digital Age Media Services. This is that short video that I promised to send you. First, I'm going to ask you a question. What is your goal with your business in the next 2 years? Because that's really going to dictate what I can do to help you. If it's to double your sales in the next 12 months, then we know how to do that with you. If it's to put another $5,000 a month in sales every month, we know how to do that. If it's to fill in slow days so that you're getting maximum use out of your staff and equipment, then we also know how to do that. But we need to know what those goals are so that we can set this up the right way for you. If we're talking, that means that my team and I saw something about your business that made you stand out from everyone else. We don't go to just everybody. As a matter of fact, we're very, very selective about who we go to, because you have to have a marketing mentality. You have to understand that reaching out to customers in the right way is what drives business. And if you don't start out with that mindset, then there's really not much I can do to help you get started into that. You have to kind of learn that along the way before you get ready for me. What my company does is we help businesses get more revenue out of what they're already doing right, without having to add a lot of work onto the management or the staff. Now, there are a lot of things that you can do, and man, they take a lot of work, they take a lot of effort, and they take a lot of money. So ours isn't any of those things, and the results are quite staggering for most people. You've really only got 3 ways to generate new revenue. You can go out and get new customers, generate new customers. You can get existing customers to buy more from you more often, and you can get existing customers to spend more at each visit. So what we find working with our clients is when we come in, they all have this generate new customer mindset. They're using TV and radio and newspaper and social media. They're doing all this stuff. They're spending a lot of money, and they're not getting a lot of return on their investment because new customers are very hard to get. They're very expensive to get. And all of these channels that we just talked about, somebody else owns those. So you're not buying an audience, you're renting an audience. You know, it's like going down to Enterprise and getting a Toyota Camry for the weekend. That's what you're doing. So here's the secret. What you do is you take and you build a list of your best customers, and then you remind them to come back more often and spend more each time they come back. So in short, what we're going to do is we're going to build you a marketing channel that you own. So that audience, you're not renting them anymore. You own that audience. You can reach out to them anytime you want with any message that you want. So how do we build that channel? What we do is we build a turnkey marketing system that allows you to put leads in, and it does all the work to get them to come back in and spend more when they do. This is automated, so once it's in place, you don't have to do a lot with it. It just goes out there and grinds for you. Let me show you how it works. We'll give you some marketing collaterals. In this case, it's for an HVAC company, and this is a simple business card. It's just on the left is a business card size, and it tells you, when they put in a new unit, they hand it out to the customer. It's a warranty protection service. It's offered as free, and it sends text reminders when that unit needs to be serviced. So it also sends an alert to you that lets you know that that customer knows that it's time for that unit to be serviced. And we'll give you a widget for your website and some landing pages. On the right hand side, you can see the cell phone, so they can go put in their name, their phone number, their birthday if you want to do a birthday club, and they get into your system that way. That's how you gather their information. From there, we just use custom automated reminders to gently nudge them into coming back more often and spending more each week. So if somebody gets a new HVAC unit, they want to keep that in warranty. They want to keep it serviced and maintained because they just spent a bunch of money on it. So when they get a reminder that says, hey, it's time for your summer tune-up, or your time to get ready for summer, then they'll call. But we also send you an alert, so if they get busy and forget to call you, you know to call them. The beauty of it is it works automatically each week. Minimal staff training. Once we set it up, the technology does all the heavy lifting. So there's a little bit of work on the front end. Quite honestly, we do a great deal of that for you because we're working with other businesses like you, so that we can set up a great system for you. Let's take a look at the math on how it works. We're going to really work hard together for about the first 90 days to build a good list. And then once we get that good list built, uh, we'll start seeing some returns on that. Typically what happens is we'll start to see, somewhere around 10 customers a month, depending on your customer base, how many people you've got out there with the messaging. And if they have a $150 average bill, and if one of those 10 has a little upsell, say $1,500, then you're going to see a $3,000 increase in sales that month from your reminder system. If you get 15 customers that come back, again with that $150 average bill, and 2 of them have a $1,500 upsell, now you're talking about a $5,250 increase in sales each month. When you get your list sizable and you can get 25 customers to come back, 25 customers more a month to come back for service, routine maintenance, that kind of thing, and then a couple more, one more has an upsell, then you're talking about $8,250 a month. So you can see how this builds on itself. It stacks. You don't do it one month and then the next month you get nothing. It continues to build and stack upon itself. So as long as we're adding new names to that list and we keep people going and give them great customer service and they stay on the list, that monthly increase is going to continue to grow. What my team does to make this easy on you is we build the technology for your business. This is not a one-size-fits-all. We're gonna work with you so that we plan this out so that it matches your business and your customer base. We're going to work with you to create clever promotions to attract your best customers onto your list. And then we're going to train your staff how to use the system. Not how to use the back end, but how to get people to get on the list. How to get them to say, yes, I want to be part of that. So, we'll teach them how to use the collaterals, the business cards, or the table toppers, or email, so that they get on your list, so that we can continue to reach out to them and get them to come back more often and spend more when they do. Then we'll decide and pre-program in the best promotions to send out and build return customer habits. Now, don't get scared when I say promotions, because that's not always discounts. Sometimes that can just be, hey, I've got 2 appointments open on Friday, and if somebody needs something done, that would be a great time for you to call and get set up for an appointment. We give you a built-in system that tracks all the generated revenue from these promotions, excuse me. And I know when I ran marketing for my family's automotive repair business, the thing that drove me the craziest was I never knew what was coming back from what I was spending on advertising and marketing. This system tracks what people spend. So you will know if this is effective. You'll know what your ROI is on it. If you have 2 or 3 different offers that you're working, you'll know which one's working best, which one's not working, and you'll be able to continue to fine-tune this until we get it to where everything's working. And that's when we start really getting some serious results for you. So we're going to give your team the ability to act without any outside help, even though they don't need it for it to work. So they really don't need to know how to work the system other than how to get people to join the list. But we're going to make sure that somebody within your organization does know how to use it, so that if you want to make minor tweaks and changes, you can do that without having to call us. Or if you want to call us, we'll do it too. But we just find that most customers, they want to work with it internally so that they can kind of fine tune that last little bit of results out of it. So every business that sells, repairs, or maintains any type of equipment is leaving money on the table. Customers forget what maintenance is due, when it is due, and even if they think of it, they get interrupted and forget to make the call to you to schedule it. So that's money that should be in your bank account, but it didn't flow into you. All we do is we make sure that that money that's left on the table comes to you. We make sure that people do services on time and that they do the services they're supposed to do. So what businesses are already using our system? Obviously heating and air repair and maintenance, auto repair and maintenance, refrigeration system repair and maintenance, medical equipment repair and maintenance, fitness equipment repair and maintenance and service, restaurant equipment service and repair, home appliance repair and maintenance, pool repair and service. So anything that has any piece of equipment that gets serviced routinely, this program will work for them and it will bring in more money than you would expect. It's one of those things where you go into it and you go, okay, this sounds really simple, and it is really simple. But the simplest things often are the best things. And once this gets in place, you'll see that that's true. So obviously there are going to be some questions. If you have any, please call me. My phone number is there on the bottom of the screen for you, and ask me. Let me tell you, let me tell you what it does and what it doesn't do. I don't want to put anybody on this that it won't benefit, but I want to put everybody on it that it will benefit. So that's what we've got. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon.